Welcome to US Briefing. The content of the briefing includes: at least 1,000 birds died from colliding with one building in one day. Forget Oxford Street, these are the 25 best places to shop in the UK. 10 downtown condo buildings have 50 or more short-term rentals like Airbnb, city data shows. David Olive, amid steel industry turmoil, future of tiny turnaround star Stelco is up in the air. The women who earn more than their partners. At least 1,000 birds died from colliding with one building in one day. The Guardian. Over 1,000 birds died on October 5 after colliding with McCormick Place, the largest convention center in North America in Chicago. Volunteers have been recovering bird carcasses within 1.5 miles of the building. The dead birds were migrating south to their wintering grounds when they hit the building. Annually, up to 1 billion birds die due to collisions, and the deaths of the birds in Chicago were most likely flying from Canada en route to South and Central America. Forget Oxford Street, these are the 25 best places to shop in the UK. Telegraph. Shoppers in the UK are increasingly seeking out in-person shopping experiences rather than relying solely on online shopping, according to a recent article by The Telegraph. John Lewis has reported an increase in shoppers visiting stores for leisurely Saturday shopping trips, taking the time to browse, have lunch or coffee, and enjoy a shopping experience. The article highlights various shopping destinations across the UK that offer a range of independent boutiques, high street favorites, and unique atmospheres. Some of the recommended locations include Arundel, Belfast, Columbia Road in London, Edinburgh, Holt, Jesmond, Alderley Edge, Cardiff, York, Bicester Village, Bath, Cirencester, Marlborough, Woodbridge, Faversham, Covent Garden, Frome, Birmingham, Westfield London, Brighton, Stockport, Glasgow's West End, Stow-on-the-Wold, and St. Ives. The article also mentions the MacArthur Glen outlet villages, which offer a mix of high street and designer stores at discounted prices. 10 downtown condo buildings have 50 or more short-term rentals like Airbnb, city data shows. The Toronto Star. An online database in Toronto has shown that 10 condominium buildings in the city have more than 50 units listed on short-term rental platforms such as Airbnb. The database is part of the city's open data portal and provides an insight into the number of homes being used for short-term rentals. The executive director of advocacy group Fairbairn Canada Network, Thorben Weiditz, said that the presence of short-term rentals in residential condo buildings suggests that they have been turned into hotels that are not zoned or taxed as such. Toronto has regulations in place which require landlords to obtain a license to rent out their homes for short periods, and they are only permitted to rent out their primary residences for a maximum of 180 days per year. The city has received almost 3,000 complaints since the regulations were introduced in early 2021 and has laid 150 charges against short-term rental operators. The city recently released the database as part of a commitment to transparency. David Olive, amid steel industry turmoil, future of tiny turnaround star Stelco is up in the air. The Toronto Star. Canadian steelmaker Stelco has allegedly expressed interest in acquiring U.S. Steel, according to an unconfirmed report. Stelco's CEO, Alan Kestenbaum, has reportedly set his sights on U.S. Steel's iron ore mines and steel mills, as well as expanding Stelco's share of the North American auto market. However, it is believed that Kestenbaum is more likely to bid for U.S. Steel assets that American antitrust regulators would force it to divest if it is acquired by another of the big four U.S. steelmakers. The women who earn more than their partners. The Guardian. The Netflix film Fair Play explores the dynamics of a relationship when the woman earns more than her male partner. Inspired by the director Chloe Domont's own experiences, the film delves into the tensions and power struggles that can arise in relationships as gender roles and societal expectations clash. Domont explains that her success in her career made her feel like she had to downplay her accomplishments in order to maintain her relationships. The film highlights the complex emotions and challenges that both men and women can face when traditional gender roles are upended. The gender pay gap has been narrowing in recent years, with women now earning 84 cents for every dollar earned by men. However, the film suggests that deeply ingrained beliefs and societal expectations can still cause tension in relationships. Some men may struggle with feelings of inadequacy or resentment when their female partners earn more, while some women may feel pressure to downplay their success to avoid making their partners uncomfortable. Changing these norms and expectations will require shifts in societal attitudes and the way boys and girls are raised. Fair Play has resonated with audiences and critics alike, sparking discussions about the complexities of relationships and power dynamics in the modern world. The film serves as a reminder that even as progress is made towards gender equality, there are still societal challenges that need to be addressed. A sneak peek at Queen Anne, Cunard's first ship in a decade. Telegraph. Cunard's new ship, Queen Anne, is set to launch on May 3, 2024, and will be the first Cunard ship in a decade. The ship will feature a retractable glass roof, juice bar, wellness cafe, and infinity pools. The ship will have a focus on natural light, with large windows illuminating areas such as the Britannia restaurant. The Queen Anne will also feature a new cabaret venue called the Bright Lights Society, which will host 2 shows a night. The ship will also include a theater, a chart room and the Golden Lion pub, which will host live music and karaoke. The 3-deck grand lobby will feature a brass installation etched using lasers and chemicals. There will be a spa and wellness area with a circular thermal pool, steam room and Himalayan salt sauna. The Queen Anne will have 15 restaurants on board, including a steakhouse and a Japanese restaurant. The Commodore Club will be located above the Captain's Bridge and will feature a 270-degree ocean view. The ship's captain, Inger Klein Thorhag, said that the Queen Anne will retain some of Cunard's history but will also feature a more modern touch. Singer sues pop star Derulo for telling her to do goat sacrifice sex ritual. South China Morning Post. Singer Jason Derulo has been accused of sexual harassment by a female artist he recruited to his record label, according to a lawsuit filed this week. The artist, Imaza Gibson, claims that Derulo made romantic advances towards her and invited her to drinks and dinner. She also alleges that Derulo told her she would have to participate in sexual rituals involving goat sacrifices and cocaine in order to succeed in the music industry. Gibson says that when she complained to Derulo's manager, she was told that Derulo had the right to become angry with her. Gibson's employment with the label was terminated in September 2022, and she claims that her complaints to Atlantic Records' Human Resources Department were ignored. Gibson has suffered from mental health issues including PTSD, breakdowns, weight loss, and insomnia as a result of Derulo's actions, according to the lawsuit. The suit seeks damages for medical expenses and other losses. Derulo has denied the allegations, calling them completely false and hurtful. Ecuador, suspects tied to candidate's murder killed in jail. Deutsche Welle. 6 inmates were killed in a Guayaquil jail in Ecuador on Friday, in the latest bout of prison unrest. The inmates were the suspects in the assassination of a leading presidential candidate, officials confirmed. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Dr. Six from the 6 Degree World, here to bring you the latest news from around the globe. Today, we covered a range of topics, from the unfortunate deaths of over 1,000 birds in Chicago to the best places to shop in the UK. We also discussed the issue of short-term rentals in Toronto, the future of steelmaker Stelco, the dynamics of relationships when the woman earns more, a sneak peek at Cunard's new ship, and a lawsuit against singer Jason Derulo. Let's start with the bird collision incident in Chicago. It seems that McCormick Place, the largest convention center in North America, became a deadly obstacle for migrating birds. Over 1,000 birds lost their lives when they collided with the building during their journey south. Now, we all know birds have a great sense of direction, but even they can sometimes make a wrong turn. This incident highlights the larger issue of bird collisions, with up to 1 billion birds dying each year due to such accidents. So, next time you see a bird flying towards a building, why not shout duck? It might just save a life. Moving on to shopping in the UK, it appears that online shopping is not the only trend anymore. Shoppers are rediscovering the joy of in-person shopping, seeking out unique experiences and destinations. From Arundel to Glasgow's West End, there are plenty of places across the UK that offer a wide range of shopping options. So, if you're tired of clicking add to cart and want to enjoy a leisurely shopping trip, grab your wallet and head to one of these recommended locations. Who knows, you might even find a hidden gem or two. In Toronto, the issue of short-term rentals is causing concerns. The city has regulations in place to manage the rental market, but it seems that some condo buildings are being turned into de facto hotels. This not only raises questions about zoning and taxation but also disrupts the residential nature of these buildings. So, if you're planning a visit to Toronto and want to stay in a short-term rental, make sure it's a legal and licensed one. After all, nobody wants to be caught in a legal tangle during their vacation. Now, let's talk steel. Stelco, a Canadian steelmaker, is allegedly eyeing a big acquisition. Rumor has it that they are interested in U.S. steel, with plans to expand their presence in the North American auto market. This could be a game changer for Stelco, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's still early days, and there are many factors to consider. So, let's wait and see how this steel drama unfolds. Who knows, we might witness a steel industry showdown that would make even Iron Man jealous. In the world of relationships, the dynamics are changing. The film Fair Play explores the challenges that arise when the woman earns more than her male partner. It's a thought-provoking film that delves into the complexities of gender roles and societal expectations. While progress has been made towards closing the gender pay gap, it seems that deeply ingrained beliefs can still create tension in relationships. So, let's all take a step back and embrace equality in all its forms, whether it's in the workplace or in our personal lives. After all, love and success know no gender. Now, let's set sail on the Queen Anne, Cunard's newest ship. With its retractable glass roof, wellness cafe, and infinity pools, this ship promises a luxurious experience. Cunard is known for its elegance and history, and the Queen Anne is set to continue that legacy with a modern touch. So, if you're a fan of cruising or just want to experience a taste of the high life, mark your calendars for May 3, 2024. And remember, life is better on a ship when you're not the one doing the dishes. Lastly, we have a lawsuit that has rocked the music industry. Singer Jason Derulo has been accused of sexual harassment by a female artist he recruited to his record label. The allegations include claims of sexual rituals involving goat sacrifices and cocaine. Now, I've heard of sacrificing sleep for success, but this takes it to a whole new level. All jokes aside, these are serious allegations that need to be thoroughly investigated. Let's hope that justice is served and that artists can focus on making great music without fear of harassment or exploitation. That's all the news for today. Now, it's time to hear from you, my fellow viewers. What are your thoughts on these news stories? Do you have any questions or insights to share? Please, don't be shy. Join the discussion and let us know your thoughts. Remember, in the 6-degree world, everyone's opinion matters. So, grab your thinking caps and get ready to share your ideas. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.